Well, with more and more consumers wanting to buy fresh, locally grown products, there comes a point when supply has a tough time keeping up with all that demand. That's where concepts like the Local Vendors Coalition come into play. The brainchild of Pennsylvania native Matt Granados, the LVC was designed to do one thing, and that's help you, the farmer and producer, to get the most out of your locally grown food. Writing checks to farmers is something Matt Granados lives for. However, before you hear his story, Matt has a confession to make.
The reason why I sound aggressive or that I'm very serious when I talk is because this is a big deal. I'm beyond passionate about this. You know, even though I didn't grow up on a farm, I see what farmers are going through from a business standpoint, and I feel bad for them.
In fact, Matt didn't even grow up in Georgia. A graduate of Penn State University, Granados moved to the Peach State in 2009. 4 years later, 2013, he began Local Vendors Coalition, or LVC. According to Granados, after speaking with farmers in area grocery stores, he realized the two needed a middle person, someone willing to bear the burden of getting locally grown products from the field directly to the market.
Now, after doing it for about a year, I understand why neither of them wanted to take care of those headaches, because there's a lot of back-end stuff to it. But I really got into it because once I started to meet the farmers, I found that not only was there a potential market, which is what obviously drove the entrepreneurial side of me, but these farmers need it. These small local farmers are literally working harder than anyone else in the state, and they're not getting the support they need by the community. You know, it's very fun to people to talk about supporting local, but the amount of people who actually do it are very minimal.
As a proud member of the Georgia Grown campaign, Granados says farmers are not only suffering from a lack of community support, they're also shortchanging themselves. When taking on a new customer, his advice is very simple.
The one thing we tell them is when you look at the bottom line or the profit per pound that you saw in that video, that's really what's important. How much are you going to make per pound or per acre in profit, not necessarily top line at the market, because there's a big difference. And if you run a business focusing on your top line, you'll never know whether or not you're making money at the bottom line. And that's why when we go into Whole Foods to set up displays, we'll actually go in and sell the product, which is no other vendor does. You know, we literally sit there for hours and tell people, hey, by the way, this is local, this is local, this is local. And I'm amazed at how many people take their non-local stuff out, put it back on the shelf, and come in and do it. When people know about it, they will buy local. The problem is you want people to do a lot of good stuff. Well, let's make it easier for people to do what they want to do, and that's what LVC does.
And if you would like more information on LVC or how it can help you, just log on to the website you see here on your screen. That's localvendorscoalition.org.